So, who is Brandon Had? Who is BB?
I don't know why I get weirded out by that question. I mean, somebody's asking you who you are. I mean, that's something you should just know off top. But
Right.
Brandon, BB, man, I think I'm just a dude from a small town with just big intentions, big dreams, and just see more than what's in front of me. I mean, I'm the person that's been battling different struggles. You know, I'm pretty sure everybody got them, but a lot of people could never tell I was going through these things by just looking at me and stuff like that. I'm the type of person you have to really know. You really have to really talk to me to know what's going on and stuff like that. Cause I'm not too forward on speaking out or anything like that. I'm not the most friendliest to strangers. You know what I'm saying? But
right. Why music? Why did you choose music? You know, being BB. From here, from Alabama, you know, you live in a small town, not a lot going on. People don't, you know.
Music, why music? I mean, I've been moved by music since I was younger, like 6 and 7. I used to watch the videos, stuff like that. I don't know, I just was moved differently by it than any other thing in life. And I know it's probably one of the hardest things to pursue in a town like this. In a state like this, actually, Evergreen, Alabama, you don't really hear too many. That's so small. You probably rarely hear about Evergreen, period. But, you know, from Montgomery on top of us and Mobile on bottom of us, there's been artists in mainstream from them areas. But, I mean, the music, nothing else really just caught my eye or my heart or my ear. So, just trying to see what I can do, just following that.
So you aware that music influence people, you know, whether they artists or whether they listeners, you know that's a big influence. So with you aspiring to be in that spotlight where people are pretty much worshiping you, I mean, you think you're ready for that? Like people bowing down and they wearing the clothes you wear, they singing your song, they know your lyrics, they trying to live the life that you live because you saw somebody else and you live the life that they live. So you ready to be in that spotlight? Have you thought about that? You know?
I always think about that, man. People seeing and being influenced by what I put out in the atmosphere. So that's what I try to just be careful on, you know, because what you put out there can impact someone else's life. So I'm really just expressing myself in a clean way, you know what I'm saying? So really don't want to mislead nobody out here with just my music and my vision. So really a positive message I put out.
How you feel about supporting other artists?
I was talking about that with my homeboy not too long ago, how it's just hard to get that from this area. I was comparing us to Atlanta Wave and how they always pulling each other up, and when they see, you know, they see somebody trying to get somewhere, they direct them into a path they think is beneficial for them around here. But yeah, I'm a big supporter of these guys, man, doing this music around here because it really take a lot to just do it. You know, there's a lot of people gonna be hearing your stuff like that, and for anybody in my city or outside of my city got the courage to do that, I'm pushing them towards it. You know, I ain't judging they sound, what they talking about. If you got the heart to do that, man, I'm all with it. I support you. Big ups, man. Best of luck. You feel me?
Yeah. You think people take you seriously? Like, do you think they see where you going, or they just like going through the motions? Are they taking your music serious? Like you take it serious?
I think it's certain people that take my music serious. Like I feel like people in my family wouldn't take me as serious as the people that, you know, like friends or peers around me. I think they'll take me more serious than my family members would for some reason. And it's just how things go sometimes.
Yeah. Who is your main audience? Not who you want, but who do you think you're reaching right now?
To be honest, I'm 26. So the crowd I'm reaching probably gonna be like 26 and older, 20s and up, for real. It might be some younger teens vibe to my music, but it's a lot of different energy I haven't really put out there yet. But teens up until adults, I can really touch.
Is that who you trying to touch?
There's no really in particular crowd I'm trying to touch or reach out to really, but when I just put my music out there, I just feel I can move a team to an adult crowd.
You feel like you kind of find yourself in the music, or you still kind of just got a lot of vibes going on? You ain't really
To tell you the truth, I haven't been able to really record like I would like to, so I feel like I haven't really just reached my full potential yet. I'm still finding myself. But when I do, they gonna know it. They gonna know it. I think with that hot seat I did not too long ago, it really opened a lot of people's eyes about how I rap and my messages and things like that. So yeah.
You had a little story in that too.
Yeah, definitely.
If you had more at your disposal, I mean, like, if you had more studio time, you had a bigger audience, more time to dedicate to, you know, the craft, I mean, what would you do with that? You know,
I wouldn't stop. Like, wake up, go to sleep.
what do you think would be different if you had that? If you had more of what you lack as far as to the music, what would change around you?
Everything, man. I feel like the more work you put in, the more you're gonna get out of it. So if I had all those things in my reach, man, I feel like it would be up. It would be up one by now, man. It's just time and all with me lately. I just ain't been able to do as much with the time I have.
Who inspired you to do what you're doing right now? Is there any certain person or certain thing kind of brought you out of where you are to be inspired to do what you're doing now? Like when you go in the booth or you step up to the mic and you start writing your song and it's time to record it, what's in your mind, you know, that's telling you, that's giving you that push?
There's more than this. Like I ain't been too many places, but going out to LA, Texas, these couple years around these big places like that, and being from a small place like this, Evergreen, Alabama, is just like, it's a few ways you can obtain success, but I feel like if you ain't doing it out of your heart, you ain't gonna get too much out of it. Like if you ain't following that passion you got, ain't too much you can get out of it. In music, that's what my heart and my passion is. So when I step in that booth to that mic, I'm inspired by the possibilities. I'm inspired by what I grew up seeing, which is nothing. I'm inspired by just not having, really.
So the lack inspires you to have more. Yes.
Definitely.
That's deep.